Hey everybody, I am going to be heading off to school soon, getting back to school, and so I figured that now would be a perfect time to talk about flipping in school. How you can do it if you want to do it, and I guess my thoughts on it, maybe tips and tricks. So, if you are somebody who loves flipping and you want to continue doing it as you head back into your school year, do not bring any metal trainers or balisongs. No metal balisongs. I know you might be thinking that it's just a trainer, what's the big deal? But the big deal is that some trainers look like live blades from far away, and even ones that don't still look like live blades to people that don't know what a balisong is, which is going to be pretty much everybody at a school. So even though you know that this is completely harmless, other people are not going to know that, and you definitely don't want anyone mistaking what you have as a weapon. Another reason that you don't want to bring anything metal is that while a trainer might not be a weapon, in the eyes of a school and a lot of times the law, would be considered a replica. So the problem with that is obviously you can't bring, like, for instance, a replica gun to a school, because even though it's not real, it still looks like a gun. So the same thing applies with balisongs. Although this isn't real and can't hurt you, it still looks like one, and that's a problem. So in general, no metal balisongs. But if you still feel the need to bring a balisong to school, might I recommend something plastic? For instance, a squiddy. Generally, I think going with lighter colors of plastic is better than darker, because obviously grays and blacks still could look like a knife. Which is why the Squiddy C, if you have one, could be a perfect candidate, because it's very clearly not a knife. It's just a little toy to mess around with. And while I know a lot of plastic options don't flip as well, you're looking at flipping this or flipping nothing. So in instances like that, I don't think that this is too bad. But I would still personally recommend you to not bring any balisong to a school. Even if it's plastic, even if it's clear and clearly a fidget toy, I would stay away from it, because I don't want anybody getting into any kind of trouble. However, I know a lot of you are like me, and even if you're not going to be bringing your balisongs to school, you're going to be sitting in class and you're going to get bored, and you're just going to have like this itch to flip something, and you're going to be like, man, I wish I had my balisong with me. So that is why I have come prepared today to suggest some alternatives. The first alternative is going to be beglery. And while I am quite terrible at beglery, you can kind of get a sense that it's kind of going to allow you to help that itch to flip. You can do a few rollover type tricks with it, some other general kinds of balisong adjacent tricks. And if you get good with it, you can do a whole bunch of other kinds of tricks. So, option one is beglery. The second option, which I think is what a lot of people do, is pen spinning. I know that it's not as flashy for the most part as spinning a balisong, but I like to just sit in class, just do this little thumb roll over, sometimes do this like twirl adjacent stuff, twirling it in my fingers, and I find that that generally is a pretty good way to kind of help with the feeling that you want to flip. So, to recap, if you want to flip in school, don't. If you're still going to do it, make sure that it is plastic and light colored plastic so that no one can mistake it for a balisong. And if you don't want to flip, you can try beglery or pen spinning as some alternatives. But yeah, just know that in any instance where you're going to be doing any kind of flipping with balisongs in a school, you are actively putting your balisongs at risk of being confiscated, with chances that you won't be getting them back and possible detention or suspension. So just, if you guys get in any trouble, don't be mad, because there's always the risk of that. So just be aware. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. I don't know what video schedule is going to look like moving into the school year. Hopefully it doesn't change a ton, but we will see. I'll keep you guys posted as always. And if you have any video ideas, leave them in the comments, please. I'm running out of stuff to talk about here, so if you guys could just help me out, leave your suggestions down below. As always, if you've enjoyed, please consider subscribing. The support has been amazing recently, so thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, till next time, hope you all have a great day and keep flipping.